what would you say if I said you have to go? Aquarius, what does that mean to you? You have to go. And yeah, I mean go somewhere. But what would you say? Think about it. Because I have a feeling like it hit you and struck you immediately. You have to go. Because there is a sense of being stuck. There's a sense of being stuck in an emotional place because of an emotional trauma, because of something that you lost, stuck at a time that you lost, stuck with the grief, stuck in grief of something that meant a lot to you. Could be a something, could be a someone. That's your situation, but ultimately you are stuck grieving that loss. And you need to go on this pilgrimage in order to awaken your heart and soul and mind to the possibilities of you, because you're needed. And what we need from you is to expand, right? Expand, broaden, bring out the weird and unusual and the possible. But if you're stuck, where do the rest of us end up? I know it's not about us. It is about you, because it is about this glorious, beautiful life that's about to pop off for you. And going to this place, it's just, I keep saying, something's calling you to go. You have to go to this place and share your gifts and talents. You have to go to this place to sort of own everything that you are and assume responsibility for the great person that you created and invented. You have to go to this place to inevitably let go of the pain and the grief. There's some sort of catharsis here. And I know that there's a connection to the person or thing that you're grieving. And that's why you have to go here. There's something that you'll understand on this. I'm going to liken it to a pilgrimage. There's something that you'll discover on this journey, and especially when you arrive, that is exactly what you need to move forward. And without this journey, it's not going to happen. And it is physical. It's a physical place. It's a journey. Let me read to you this experiencing energy card. Energy doesn't get old. It doesn't get tired. And it doesn't need food. What it needs is openness and receptivity. Where have you been that you haven't been open? You've been sad. You've been holding back. Maybe afraid of change. Maybe grieving. That's what you've been doing. But you're so close to something that you've worked for your whole life. Maybe your whole life, or maybe just been working your ass off for recently. You're so close to achieving all of those things. You're like under the surface, you're almost there. Don't give up the breath because you're sad or because you stop believing or because something is pulling you back down. That thing being emotions. You're so close. And so many of us, unfortunately, Aquarius, so many of us give up right before we succeed because we mistake not having it yet for not deserving it or never going to get it. And that's not the truth, because success is a series of failures that you didn't lay down for, right? And you don't stop until you reach your success point. But this next Okay, so this success isn't just tangible. It is tangible, but it isn't just tangible. It's spiritual as well, which means this is the last step, and it's the most challenging one. It's the biggest leap of faith, but it's also a confrontation that you don't want to have to look at. A relationship with somebody, maybe they're past, maybe they're not, but a sense of losing their love, still grieving them, losing this opportunity, still grieving it, thinking that somehow life would be different if they were here because it was different when they were here, but ultimately you're not where you used to be. The earth is not where it used to be. The sun isn't where it used to be. We are barreling around and around in our galaxy, and our galaxy is barreling through the universe. We are not in the same place that we used to be. So you are different, and things are different, and things would not be the same. That continuity, the only constant is change. That's it. So there's a point of you having to make a pilgrimage to go somewhere, to let go, to gain insights. When you go, you will gain insights. Those insights will bring you illumination and inspiration. Because I bet you a lot of you have been experiencing sort of a creative block. This creative block is actually an emotional block. You need your emotions unblocked. Enlightenment. Somebody needs to call you on your shit, and it's got to be God above. Getting in touch with spirit so that you can get in touch with your truth and really, really feel and understand and know. Something wants to come through for you. There's a message that has to be delivered, but I cannot help you. I cannot. You have to understand, you have to go to this place. This is a spiritual journey, and it may be a place that you're going to spiritually. It may be a place that you go to inside of yourself through meditation, but it's definitely a spiritual journey. I think for many of you, it's an actual journey that's like a pilgrimage. It's a spiritual journey, but it's actual distance as well. To help you let go of a grief that you are stuck in. It's anchored itself inside you. It's rooted itself inside of you. You have not been able to deal with it. And because you have not been able to deal with this grief, because it's anchored itself inside of your soul, that is your source of being stuck. And to unclog that drain, you must go. You're so close. You can't stop working now, and this is part of the work. Ultimately, Aquarius, this may sound like just a bunch of bullshit. This is the most important part of the work. Your hard work is paying off. The steps that you've taken thus far could be this whole thing represents a spiritual journey that you've taken. And guess what? You are changing. Don't let pride get in your way of you taking the last steps that you need to take to get exactly where you want to be. Because this is more important than the money in your banking account or the house that you live in. This is your soul. This is your heart space. This is Leo energy, which represents the heart chakra. This is your passion. This is your dream. But pride could block you. Grief could block you. Sadness could block you. And this is not something that you want to be blocked from, because you're so close to being free from this. Stretch and expand. You're about to light up. And I think that this whole journey has been you becoming somebody else. And no, not becoming somebody else. Becoming a better version, an evolved version of yourself. Go outside of your comfort zone, Aquarius, and try something that you haven't tried before. And throw yourself in with full fervor, because that's exactly what you need. Sparkle and shine. Light up the room with your divine energy, the water bearer, the truth of you that's illuminated. Pour out your heart. It needs a cleansing. And the water's been building up in it for so long. Let it spill out. You must allow it to do so. Celebrate growth and breakthroughs. This is coming. Look at this card. Look at her fucking energy. Not only is she free and happy, she is surrounded by the spotlight. This is definitely public recognition, like all eyes on you, Aquarius. The fabulous reception that you've always wanted. Interesting how it doesn't come until you've made and completed this spiritual journey. Let's get into the spirit guide cards. Okay, let me say this. This happened a long time ago. Whatever this is that you were anchored to or stuck with, this happened a long time ago. You thought God let you down. You honestly felt completely and totally abandoned and alone in a time when you needed strength and protection. This is once again a father figure because this is Capricornian energy. Oh, I just got 11-11 too. It was 11-12, but it was like whatever. Something about your father. Something about your father. I don't know if your father took off, if your father left, if you had a messed up relationship with your father, being a father. This is something that happened a long time ago. Maybe it happened to your father. And even though you have a very close relationship with your father, ultimately, the pain that it caused him was something that was difficult for you to bear. But whatever this is, this happened many, many years ago. And it has stuck with you. And it has stuck in your craw. And it's clogging you up. It's getting in the way of a beautiful potential that you have. Claim your independence from this disappointment of the past. Claim your independence from the sadness that you felt and the disappointment that you felt. Bring yourself to a point where, just like a cat, you walk into the room filled with confidence and grace, and it doesn't have any power over you anymore. This is you learning how to be playful. This is you learning how to get back your sense of playfulness and take your space from this disappointment. Ooh, what was this? Damn, in the past too, that this was definitely somebody who let you down, gave you really bad advice, wasn't there to protect you when you needed them, let your life started filling up with a bunch of shit, and maybe before you were ready and before you knew how to take care of yourself, you had to learn how to take care of yourself. You had to become independent far too quickly. Or this was your father and it affected your life because it affected him. But ultimately, this is your story of years ago. You became way too independent too quickly and you were not ready. You were not wise enough. You were not old enough. Because this is your energy. This is Aquarius energy, but it's upside down. So you just weren't ready. Reclaim your power. That's it, man. This strength because it's almost like this incident has been draining your energy storage. This whole time, it's just been like drip, 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 sucking it out of you. So ultimately, this is you confronting that pain by going to where you need to go to confront that pain. It's you coming out of the dark and being your full, powerful self and emerging as exactly who you are, not how the world wants you to be or how you think you're obligated to be. It's you deciding that I don't need my past. I don't need anything. Maybe you don't need an apology. You just need to be free. This is you getting back your sense of you. Ooh, life is speeding up. This is Gemini energy. Things are coming together. Things are coming together assuredly and hurriedly. There are communications that are coming into you. Maybe even DNA tests. Could be a DNA test that you've taken that you just discovered who your real parentage is. Or maybe you're just meeting this family member for the first time. Either way, maybe this has nothing to do with family at all, but it's definitely got to do with something that really is wrapped around your heart. Messages are coming through to you. Communication about this is coming in. You reclaim your power. You get your power back. Holy shit, Aquarius, your life is about to take off. Let it shine. This is something from the past. So this could just be this catharsis is you talking about all that all that was hidden deep down inside, because this is scorpionic energy. So there's definitely something coming from below, underneath, something that you've held down and held into yourself. This is let it shine. Speak the truth. Hearing the truth, finally. Hearing from somebody that you thought was dead. Hearing from something like, almost like hearing from the dead. Hearing like something come back. Like this is that sense of, that's maybe why you need to go to this specific place. You know, that sense of like, you need to go back to the last place this person was. And to feel the energy in the space to like, almost like relive their last moments, or hear them talking, or just this sense of like letting those messages come out and come through. Let it shine is peacock, you stepping into the spotlight, right? Being all kinds of out there, communicating exactly who the you are, so that somebody who is hiding could see you. Maybe that's what you're doing, is you're giving them room and space to find you. Ooh. Sometimes life stings. Tell me about it. But this is worldwide over. This could be the pandemic. This could be the infection. This could be what brings you together. This could be what's keeping you apart. But ultimately, this is something that is frustrating you day in and day out. It's hurting you, and it could be even making you ill. But this is that sense of it's like something that it's been bugging you for a while. Something's been bugging you for a while, and that's what you have to scream out about it. You have to shine a light on basically the problem. You can't keep it stifled to yourself anymore. You are never alone, which means you are very, very loved, Aquarius. Very loved. You've got a great support team, and this has to do with being loved. This whole reading has to do with loving somebody so much. Like, and that's where the pain comes from, because there's something that's disappointed about that love. But ultimately, it is still love. So there's a sense of reconnection here. Believe in yourself. One by one, step by step, lay the seeds for the future that you want to live in. This is Virgo energy. It could be that you're laying the foundation for somebody that you care about, so that somebody that you care about never has to go through all the shit that you had to go through. You want to make a better life for them. Magic works through you, Aquarius. You're doing this all. You're the only one with the power to change this course. This is Cancerian energy. Transcendent energy between one stage of life and another, between two separate worlds. And the next world is the world that you belong into. The next world is your world as well. It's just waiting for you to take your place at the helm, right? You've got to step into it. So it's not just, okay, it's all coming through you, but it's almost like, and I think I said this to you last week, you're a conduit for something bigger. You're a conduit for something more. You're about to make a huge breakthrough in your life. I can tell you that right now. I mean, this has just got star power written all over it. This is not something normal that's going to happen to you. Something definitely public. But see, look at on the moon. There's been so many transitions in your life. And you know, it's funny how sometimes we're not ready until we're ready. It's almost like you needed to go through a lot of these phases in order to actually be complete. And do you see that we're wearing the same? This is the sign of the moon from ancient Egypt. So there is a sense of going through a lot of phases in your life and allowing yourself to change. And so this is also like intuition coming out of you. Sparkle and shine, even in the darkness. This is like darkness coming into light. It's like there's so much star power here. I can't even handle it. Like, look at this bitch, yo. She's like all kinds of Vegas, baby. Something about Vegas. It stays in Vegas. So this is slow and steady wins the race. Took you a while to get here, but it needed to take a while to get here. You needed to be ready. You needed to go through this sort of cathartic stage in your life in order to be prepared and ready for what you weren't ready until now. That's what I'm saying to you, Aquarius. There's new love. This is Virgo energy. Gentle and kind and sure and tender and something maturing, an energy that's maturing. Hi, how you doing? And nothing is wasted. This is your energy. Finding the treasure in the trash heap. An opportunity that you grew and you took from nothing to something. And it's in connection with spirit. It's almost like spirit knows that you're listening now, so it's always going to talk to you. And there's a sense of following spirit and letting spirit be your guide, as well as consulting spirit so that you can see this opportunity that maybe you didn't see before. Let me say this to you. You couldn't see this opportunity until this blockage was removed, and you had to go on this pilgrimage spiritually, but I also think for so many of you physically, you had to go on this pilgrimage to say goodbye and end this thing so that the release could happen inside of you. We're going to go into angel messages. Please stick around for them. And because the link is below to the extended if you want to hop over there now, whenever. But stick around for the angel messages. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please click subscribe and ring that bell, ding, so you get all kinds of notifications, especially every Wednesday, because every Wednesday, Aquarius-specific content comes out for you to enjoy on YouTube. Plus, there's all other kinds of content here too. And if you subscribe over on Vimeo specifically, you can get the extended or access to the extended a day earlier. You also get my astrological weekly forecast over there, and those are free. They just come out every week. If you want those, in fact, sent right to your email, your inbox, you can register for my mailing list over on my website, and you'll get that blast every single week. You don't have to go anywhere. It'll come to you. Last but not least, Born_without_boundaries. That's my Instagram handle. Please find me there. Please follow me there, because then you can join into our daily tarot card readings. Monday through Friday, I do a daily tarot card reading, and I'd love for you guys to join in. So follow me over there, and we can shoot the shit. Let's go into your angel messages. Ooh. This has not been easy for you. There's been a great deal of stress surrounding this very emotional aspect of your life. I know this because I see anxiety. So anxiety has played a big role in this whole circumstance. We surround you with the healing light of amethyst. Take a deep breath and breathe in this beautiful violet light. Feel your anxiety melting away. There is nothing to fear. There is only love. This is healing and cleansing. It's almost like your soul being cleansed and wrung out, to be able to just like be renewed. Archangel Metatron. I am your link between heaven and earth, between your humanity and your divinity. I am here to help you heal the conflict that exists between your heart and mind. Feel me in your heart and thoughts. Through oneness, there is love. You guys are creatures of the mind. And a lot of times feelings for you are very difficult because it's natural for you to close them off and lock yourself away from them, pretending that they don't exist. Okay, these feelings really exist, and these feelings you need to feel. And it's almost like Metatron is here to link your heart back to your mind so that your brain will get out of the fucking way and just let you process these feelings that you so desperately need to. Inspiration. A new idea comes to you like a gentle whisper inside your heart. Listen and take action. This is inspiration from high above. And this is the breakthrough. One more. Miracle. Our wings of light surround you and those you love. This current situation is governed by a higher power. The forces of love are at work. All will turn out well. You asked for it, you wanted it, even if it's a little bit of pain, you are going to get it. Link to the extended is below. Let's articulate with tarot. I'll see you over there.